G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Pierre and this is day 8 of the Carwin Cellars Black Box. So I've just pulled this out of the fridge and it looks very interesting. I'm filming at the moment with a 4K setting on this camera. I haven't done it before. I've always used 1080p. So it's a little bit of fun to work with. I think it'll be okay. So we got that. It looks like, when I first opened it, it looked like a not James Dean, Jim Beam can. I mean, the colouring and everything else in the can. But it's obviously not, but it looks like it. It looks like Jim Beam font and everything. Anyway, let me talk about it. It says James Beam. Now, come on. It's got to be Jim Beam. But, obviously, different take on it. But you can call him Jim. Barrel-aged barley wine. Three Ravens Brewery. I've heard of Three Ravens. Now, I have to do this quickly because this is a 3.6%. Sorry, it's a 13.6% ABV, and it's going to go to my head. So I'll give you a quick read up. These guys are in Melbourne, and they're in Thornbury, Victoria. Now, I've done Three Ravens before in some of my other tasting videos, and they've been pretty good. The read-up is, historically brandy was often referred to as liquid currency, alluding to it having more value as a commodity than as a beverage for drinking. In the modern world, barrel-aged barley wine has become a new liquid currency despite no one asking for it. We've gone and brewed another barley wine and we'll be damned if this isn't our best one yet. Boiled for 8 hours and aged 14 months in the first fill. 14 months in the first fill American oak bourbon barrels. American oak bourbon, so that'll be the Jim Beam. Yeah, probably. This is a big dumb beer of the highest order. Ingredients: water, barley, brewing sugars, hops, yeast, Australian made and owned. Right, let's open her up. Has a bit of carbonation in there. That's quite good. Okay. We shall pour it, see what it looks like. It's very light compared to a stout. Sounded like it had got carbonation, but look at that. Will the camera focus? Yes. There you go. That's our wine, our barley wine. That's defocusing again. Okay, look at that. That's our barley wine. Now, I have cleaned this glass and just sitting here. I rinsed it in water. Before I started, and it's just amazing how quickly they get scuffed and dirty again. Anyway, I keep smelling that smell. It's one of those. That's bourbon. I can smell absolute bourbon. Wow, it's just like almost rum. It's almost a rum smell. Or whiskey. It's basically whiskey. I'll go with whiskey. Anyway, it looks really thin as a look. Hardly any head. It looks more like it's a wine, really, in a barley wine. Definitely a bourbon, like you bourbon and Coke. It's pretty much what it smells like. You know how you put a little bit too much bourbon in, pour the Coke in, and you go, "Oh, there's that smell." That's exactly what I'm smelling. It smells sweet as well. Let's see how it tastes. Strong, very powerful flavour. I'm getting caramel, big hits of caramel. Definitely taste the alcohol in it. Not a bad thing because it sort of suits. Tastes awesome. It does taste like bourbon and cola, with a bit of a hit of some spices, maybe a bit of pastry. And as it sits there, it settles a little bit on your tongue. You start tasting like a burnt caramel flavour. This is very nice, by the way. Guys, it's great. I'm telling you, these last two beers, or this is a barley wine, have been a good smack in how you say, palate. Really liking it. Now, after tasting it, it slows down to more like a, it's just caramel, mate. It's like salted caramel. It's as if someone put whiskey in a salted caramel drink and said, here, try this. It is just beautiful. Rich in flavour, very strong. No real bitterness in the tongue. It's got that dry, but that slight bitter taste at the back of the tongue as it dilutes down. That's exceptional. What a nice beer. Really, really love it. I'm going to sip this for a little while. It's a fairly strong alcohol. I don't want to drink it too fast. I just don't want it to go to my head. Alcohol's not a big thing for me today. I'm not feeling it, so I'll just sip it. That was great. That is great. It reminds me, the flavours remind me of drinking rum, watching the Formula 1 Grand Prix in the 80s and 90s. That's how old I am. Rum and Coke, watching the Formula 1 Grand Prix and feeling the alcohol burn, which is starting to happen now, with that flavour, that scent and that flavour that comes through only when you drink Coke and whiskey. It's great. I don't know how they did it. I know that they aged this for 14 months in a, they did say what barrel, aged for 14 months, and what does it say? It says here, boiled for 8 hours, which probably gives me that idea and that really strong flavour. It would have boiled a lot of the water out. So it was barrel aged for 14 months in American oak barrels. And you can taste it. It's very, very nice. Guys, thank you very much for letting me do this. I know this is a boring part of my brew channel, but we all need to try beers and see what they're like and learn more and more about them. And I'm really glad I got this one. This is great. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Thanks to the patrons for looking at this channel, looking after the channel. It's already gone to my head. Thank you to you for watching this to the end. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.